So Hbar is trending on Twitter, and I think this could be the reason why. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get right onto it. So as you can see, guys, Hbar is up 14% today. I think it almost touched 9 cents from like 6 cents. This is a huge jump. We've been talking about this cryptocurrency since a couple of months ago, when it was literally at 3 cents, and we are now at 9 cents. You've seen how much we made so far. I've been DCAing into this position weekly, every single week since then. So with that being said, Hbar is trending on Twitter. Everybody's retweeting Hbar, and I'm wondering what is the reason why. Look at this. Amongst the top 5 trending things on Twitter, number 1 is Hedera Hashgraph, the Hbar token itself. Number 2, Gary Gensler. We're going to talk about Gary Gensler later on in this video, and the SEC, of course. And then number 4, you got Cardano trending on Twitter. You know the reason why. ADA's always on the news. And you have the IRS because it could be tax season, whatever. Yo, the biggest news that Hbar is trending on Twitter that I see is this right here. Dell Technologies is their latest member amongst their governing council. So they are part owners now of the Hbar technology, DLTs, distributed ledger technology, all of that good stuff. So Dell is, joining the organization now to help explore distributed ledger technologies, and their main focus is on applications, decentralized applications. They talked about how, Web3, they want to explore that sector, that entire sector of Web3. It has to be explored, and companies like Dell, and you see in Dell, I mean, their CEO is worth over $50 billion. Come on. This only started in Texas as a small company way back in 2007, and now Dell is heard all over the world pretty much. Now, look at the Hedera's governing councils. I always dwell on this. Google, for example, is the biggest one. Google is part owner of the technology, and mainly because of this, Google Cloud. Google Cloud is a member of Hedera's governing council, a diverse group of world-leading organizations responsible for governance on the Hedera network, right? Google Cloud is the preferred cloud provider for Hedera themselves. They're using Google Cloud's public testnets and consensus services systems. So they're already using Google Cloud, meaning the Hedera team. This is mainly to operate, Hedera's nodes, to make ledger data available for data analytics, and also, Google Cloud would help them with their DLTs and the advancement of distributed ledger technology. This is, absolutely amazing. I mean, one day a company could come under Google and said, we're going to do file storage, like what Filecoin is doing. Filecoin, you guys know what Filecoin is. The future is data. The future is, collecting data for many of these sites, because only with data they can advance in the future. So keep that in mind. Each and every one of these governing councils for Hedera has a role to play. There's a reason why they said, hey, we want to buy into your technology, Hedera. We want to buy into DLTs, and we want to, bring on our expertise on board. And each one of these members is a multi-million to a multi-billion-dollar corporation. I mean, come on. If Google wanted Hbar to trend, it can trend easily on Google. That's why I said, bet on the winning technologies in the future. What is the next best tech? Hedera, it has everything infused in it, which is absolutely amazing. You have FPOS, you have LGs, you have Deutsche Telekom, Boeing, Abrdn. There's so many corporate entities who are, separate within themselves, adding on to the governing board. And every day you almost see a new member said, hey, we want to own your technology too for the future, if this is going to be the winning thing. That's the reason why I'm betting on Hedera, because every now and then you're going to see some price increment. Now we might come back down and retrace to the levels. You already know my strategy. As soon as it drops to the 6 cents, 5 cents mark, I'm buy some more. Weekly, I would buy. I don't care if it's 9 cents on the week that I'm buying, or 3 cents. As long as this is under 19 cents, I always tell people, get you some Hedera Hashgraph tokens, because Hbar is one of the winning techs in the future, and I truly think this could make it. My price prediction, you already know. Go and watch this video. You would know that I see at least $1.50 to $2 per Hbar token. Some people are saying $5 per Hbar, but I just stay conservative and see where this takes you. How many Hbar do you need to get to these levels? I mean, for this price to get there, and then you can make some life-changing gains. In my opinion, it's also up to you, no financial advice, but I always tell beginners, DCA in it. You can throw as little as $50 a week into Hbar. If you have enough money, get you a few thousand Hbar on a weekly basis. Do it for at least 100-week time frame. Every single week, it won't hurt your portfolio, and then by that time, it'll be before or after the Bitcoin halving at this point of 2024, and you would have accumulated a ton load of Hbar tokens. It could be 50k Hbar tokens. That's more than enough for some people. That's low for others. It depends on your budget. How much money do you have to throw into this amazing technology so that you can change your life in the future? That is the point. Some people are targeting, hey, I want to accumulate 100k Hbar. It's possible. Some people say I need 500k Hbar tokens. It's also possible. If you focus on that, focusing on DCAing, you wouldn't care about rate hikes, Federal Reserve doing this, twisting the knob on interest rates, doing X, Y, and Z. I don't care about none of that stuff. What I care about is these low prices, this opportunity, the very fact that we are closer to a bottom than we are to the last cycle tops. That is your advantage right there. I don't care how much of a falling knife you have to catch. But if you're DCAing in it slowly, by the end of this year, I guarantee you, you will have enough Hbar to get you ready for the next run up, the next bull market, which is possibly, based on history, could happen after the Bitcoin halving of 2024. So you're looking at the end of 2024, beginning to the end of 2025 time frame. Why? Because Bitcoin has already done this multiple times. History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So if it rhymes and we see 100k Bitcoin one day, which is possible, I truly believe that we can see 100k Bitcoin, but I don't see that happening until maybe right after the halving of 2024. I see YouTubers always talking about, oh, we're gonna go down, it's a leg down, and it's X, Y, and Z. And what they're not measuring is that the pandemic, when it happened and Bitcoin dropped March of 2020, every YouTuber is waiting for another cataclysmic event like that to happen. From watching the news and everything that is going on around the globe, if something like that were to happen again, people are looking at a $10,000 Bitcoin and all this other stuff. But my theory is that what if it doesn't happen? What if we're good from here? Because 2015, 2016, nothing major like that happened. The only bad news the crypto market had in 2016 was the DAO hack of Ethereum. That was it. And that alone did not bring down the price of Bitcoin and the entirety of the cryptocurrency market. So what I'm saying is that if nothing happens at all, you are looking at prices stagnating at these levels, a little bit above, a little bit below, all the way up to the Bitcoin halving. What if we already bottomed at 15K? You never know. That's why I said stop listening to narratives like that, because it doesn't help anybody. It scares you from dollar cost averaging in the market and prevent you from buying at very, very low opportunities. The prices have been under 10 cents throughout the entirety of, the second half of 22, and we are in 23 right now. So if you DCA'd, you would have won with me, like what I've been doing, just buying weekly. I don't care about rate hikes, none of that stuff. Yes, we had that scare pandemic, everybody put on mask, Bitcoin dropped to 3,000. This time around, whether it could be a war or the Feds did X, Y, and Z with it, if it comes down, it just means you have an opportunity to buy Hedera at a lower price. And thus, I'm not waiting for something like that. I'm starting to DCA right now. You've seen it live on this channel for the past few weeks. This is what I've been doing on a weekly basis. Doesn't hurt me at all. I'm not waiting for any bottom any longer. That's just for people who are, overwhelmed by the fact that this happened before, it could happen again, and we're gonna see a bottom. We haven't seen a bottom. we always see a bottom 100 days before halving or 200 days. None of that stuff matters to me. What matters is how can we DCA our way out of this bear market and accumulate enough cryptocurrency for future financial gains. That was Hedera Hashgraph. Keep on DCAing. This thing here, I have a feeling is going to moan extremely high. With that being said, let's talk the talk of the town, crypto staking. Is it going to be banned in the United States? I feel sorry shout out to all my US investors, man. They can't put their money anywhere without the government interfering with it. They're not allowing them to do nothing. X, Y, and Z. US investors have to use VPNs, and to be honest, US investors constitute a lot, in the market. They contribute a lot in the cryptocurrency market. I would say the majority of the crypto market investors in terms of retail are all US investors. So it happened back in 2018 when Binance was literally forced out of the US, and they had to create Binance.us so that US investors can use Binance. US investors can still use Binance, but they have to do it now via VPN and all this other stuff. And now they're saying, well, crypto staking could be banned, centralized staking and all this stuff. If it happens, just jump on decentralized staking. I mean, you stake with Hex, that's decentralized enough. You can stake with Cardano, it's 72 to 80% decentralized. You can stake, there's a lot of ways where you can stake without, listening to them telling you can't stake with coin X, Y, and Z. And I truly believe that staking news, that staking is a scam and all this other crap is just a distraction for old boy Gary Gensler. I'm going to show you this right here. Look at this. Top House Republicans are scrutinizing the SEC's investigation over failed crypto exchanges. So House of Representatives called Gary Gensler from the SEC. They say, hey, we want to question you because you and SBF was kind of close. So we want to know what went on. Did you get paid some money allegedly, or what were you working with SBF on those documents before FTX collapsed? Because he was friends with the SEC, complaining about it. Everybody else, turns out he was the big scammer, SBF. And there are rumors that him and Gary Gensler would, I don't know, they were giving him some sweets or he was giving them sweets, whatever happens. But as soon as this news popped that Gary Gensler was called to come out and speak or present documents, the next day this news popped. Oh, crypto staking, SEC is gonna crack down on crypto staking and all this other stuff. For me, it seems like it was all a distraction so that Gary Gensler can get away with whatever he had to hide, from the House of Representatives and his dealings with SBF pretty much. So just watch out for that. The news could always trick you. I mean, these people have been strategic for many, many years. So who's to say that crypto staking and using the Americans, just to scare them from investing was not just a distraction over the simple fact that, Gensler was called out to speak and he refused to go. So he didn't go to present the documents with the FTX kind of thing. Maybe he's wiping out the things. Whatever he did, you need to sit down with Congress or House of Representatives or whoever, the higher ups. Uncle Sam wants to know what went on between the SEC and SBF before it collapsed. So pay attention to what is going on in the background. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on Hedera Hashgraph just popping? It is up like 15% at the time of this recording. Let me know in the comment section below. Did you buy Hbar when I made this video at 3 cents and we are sitting right now at almost 9 cents? Let me know in the comment section below. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.